Hello. Okay, I think I shared. There we go. I think I shared the link to the last live last Monday. I apologize. It took me so long. It took me so long to get on. I went in the same way I did last week, and it was not picking up the webcam. And it was just not picking up the webcam. And it was just not picking up the webcam. So I had to go into OBS, and I'm streaming from OBS again, so Whammow. I don't know, friends. I don't know. Whammow. Sorry, I posted I posted the right one. I am just, some days you win, some days you don't. Some days you do whatever the hell this is, Oh, yeah, that's the one thing. So like Rita, hello, Emma, Sierra, Jay. Randy Ness, Levi, hello everyone, hello. Look, I did, what is it? Bring me the teal, I think? Is that what, and then a layer of gold flake taco? So it kind of gives like, these are my St. Patty's Day nails. It's like, it's a vibe. It's the only thing I have going for me right now. So I am thoroughly enjoying my nails. I'm trying to get this little bit closer. I'm like shoveling the driveway for my parents. Oh, boo. Yeah, I like Twitch. I do like Twitch. I feel like Twitch is probably the easiest to stream from. I mean, now that I have the whole webcam situation figured out, I think it's just OBS. I think I just need to like embrace OBS for everything. Sad day though, I cannot use my little webcam thing for TikTok. Because you need like a key or something. YouTube doesn't do the mini screen either, so no. Yeah, I feel like of all the platforms, Twitch is the best one to stream from, which makes sense because that's like their thing is live streaming, right? So it makes sense that they would be kind of like the best at it. Oh, right. I've had eggs in my shirt for forever. This is where we're looking. We're doing some like Tree of Life stuff on this one. This one, we got some greens happening. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Yeah. And then maybe, oh god, hang on. Sorry. The focus is on the thing itself, so there we go. So we got some, we had some green, we got some viney things happening. Oh, I'm sorry, Rita, I've had that happen. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. It's a bummer. But yeah. I've got some Tree of Life action going on this one. This one, it's like a doodle egg, but it's not a doodle egg. But I think it's going to be quite pretty. So I'm happy about that one. And then, yeah, this one, I feel like working with the green some more. So let's do some more work on the green. Considered going to prison today. I had to remind myself today. Before I came on the live, I was just struggling for like 45 minutes trying to get. I went in the exact same way as I did last week, and it was just not letting me select my webcam. It kept doing my little camera on my laptop. And yeah, It was great. Super fun. Not annoyed at all. And I just couldn't get it to work. And I thought, well, because sometimes if it's open and being used by a different program, it won't come up in that program. So I thought maybe that was it. That wasn't working. I restarted my computer. Nothing was working. So then I just decided, you know what? I betcha I can just go in and use OBS. And it seems to be working. So here I am. Hello. I will let you... I don't think they let you pick cellmates in prison. I've never been, but I'm assuming it's that kind of a deal. I'm assuming. I've never been that annoyed by someone at work for about a year. Really? What happened? I feel like there's something in the air because I've also felt like I was at the point like about 5 minutes ago where I was like, oh my God, this freaking week, I've had it. I've had enough. And then I had to remind myself that, oh, it's only Monday. Calm down. It's Monday. Scott, hello. Hello. I'm having one of those weeks where it's just everything is piling up, and everything that has been piling up continues to pile up, and I just need another 8 hours in a day, and I don't have them. And yeah. Oh yeah, daylight savings can just get bent. I hate daylight savings with such a passion. My kids are older. They're not even little anymore, and I'm still annoyed by daylight savings, so... Oh my God. My shoulders are literally up by my ears. Everybody press your shoulders down. Oh, I hate it when people do that. I remember working at a restaurant where I literally had to like go up to like hostesses and be like, your job is to seat people when they come in the door. You can't ignore them. You do actually have to say hello and go and seat them. But I don't know where to seat them. Well, you seat them in the next section whose turn it is. Well, but I don't know whose turn it is. Well, look at the sheet. Do you see how you sat at table in section 5? Yes. Okay. So now when people walk in, you need to seat them in section 6 next. I don't get it. Okay. And then you have that moment where you're like, I'm 25 years old. I cannot yell at a 16-year-old. I cannot yell at a 16-year-old. That would be mean. Oh. Just sat there drinking their coffee and ignore. Oh, that's like... That's next level. That's next level. Arizona has daylight savings figured out. Did they just not do it? Did they just go, we're good? Nah, fam, we're good. Don't have my work laptop. They're supposed to send me a nice start next week. Yeah. This week feels like the week of just stuff going wrong. It has... At least that's how it's felt for me, and it's only been the first 2 days, so... That's cool. It's so disrespectful, though. It's like, A, it's disrespectful to the clients coming in, but B, it's disrespectful to your work colleagues, because you're basically saying, you know, greeting people is beneath me. I'm just here to hang out. You all can run circles around me because I'm not pulling my weight. Like, we all have days. I remember back in my day, like, I remember occasionally you'd have those days. Like, once in a while, your coworker comes in and they're like, listen, I am so sorry. I am hungover. I am so ill. Like, I can't do a whole lot today. I'm so sorry. I will make it up to you. And you're like, no worries. They're like, take all the big tables, make all the tips. I'm just going to survive today. And you're like, no worries. And so you run your ass off for like 4 hours and you make a ton of money. And they have to keep taking breaks and go sit in the cooler so they don't pass out. And they make hardly no money that shift. And they're like, whatever, I was a body on the floor. And you're like, it's fine. I made lots of money. And then sometimes you switch places. And they're the ones that can't do anything. And you're the one, and you're the one that can't do anything. And they're the ones running their butt off. And it's just, it is how it is, right? You know? But like when they're consistently being dead weight at work, that's frustrating. Taylor, I am on the YouTubes. We're still getting stuff figured out. I was having issues trying to get stuff working, but I got to figure it out. So the joys of being an almost 41-year-old trying to be a cam girly on the internet. Gas station across the street from our house played his electric guitar so loud you could hear it from our front porch. So he's just at work. Oh, Pierce Girl, hello. Oh, I'm like slowly getting used to everybody's different names on that's the other thing. Between the TikToks, the Instagrams, the Twitches, the YouTubes, I gotta get used to who everybody is. Kind of fun though. It's like a magical little guessing game. I love that Buddy's just like, you know what I'm gonna do while I work this graveyard shift? I'm gonna become an amazing guitar player. You know? He can do that with it not plugged in. He can just practice his strumming. He doesn't have to have it plugged in, you know? Dara, hello. Hello. Now he stood there, played while holding eye contact for 2 minutes. What a move. Just sitting there, making eye contact. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, it's okay, Rita. It's okay. I'm also boring. I am the same name everywhere. That is so I'm sorry for laughing, but that's kind of hilarious. That feels like something out of a movie. Like, you're like, I just want to pay for my shit. And he's just, like, playing his guitar, making eye contact with you. Like, I don't know why. I find that so funny. Oh, my God. That just feels like some weird scene out of a movie. Where you're like, this guy can't be serious. And he's like, oh, I'm serious. I'm serious. Do you see my sweet guitar skills? I'm serious. Oh, gosh. I wish I knew more about... See, it's one of those things you need to know enough about guitars and music and stuff to be able to, like, do like a good subtle dig. You know what I mean? But I know nothing about music. Like, it's one of those moments where you need to know enough about it that you can give him like a backhanded compliment that'll make him feel like crap. Oh gosh. Marlene, don't worry. I'm also having I've been having technical difficulties all damn week, and she is only Monday. She be only Monday. I keep thinking this is fuzzy. It's not. It's just terribly, Not even wax coverage. I need to fix that. He was like, "You're not boring." I was like, "Babe, yes I am, but I'm glad you're not sick of me." Do you know what? Honestly, see, lose respect for customers. Yeah, that is true. That is true. There's, yeah. Do you know, the thing is, sometimes boring is really great. Boring means no BS is happening. If you're bored, there's no insanity going on. Sometimes boring is like ideal, you know? Boring is overlooked and underappreciated sometimes. I strive for boring. So he knows what they should. I mean, like, I'm sure my 9-year-old knows that you shouldn't be playing a guitar if you're working at a gas station. I don't think that's the issue. I think like any. Oh my god. At that storage shift, so that makes it even worse. You're like, literally, really. Oh my goodness. Call it a noise complaint to the person that owns the gas station. But like, your employee playing his electric guitar is keeping us up. Be like, what? Like, I get it. We've all got to survive capitalism somehow, but I just feel like that's not it. Just the fact that he was like continuing to play his guitar and not breaking eye contact. I just can't get over that. Sorry. I am trying to figure a good angle out and I'm having problems. I think I need to go back through and fix some of these little leaves, make them a little pointier. Partying with people with their kids are trying to get to their cars. Oh, yeah. Stuff like that when they're endangering other people, stuff like that also turns me into a Karen as well. Settling into the tiny home area has solidified that I can never live in one, but it is very cute. I feel that. I feel like it would be really fun to stay in one for like a few days, but I would not. Boring is ideal. I just want everyone to leave me alone and let me crochet my bunny ears in peace, Sierra. I feel that. I feel that. You know what, Jay? My feelings on that? Go ahead and play. Go do what we all did. Go drive outside of town and find some, like, back road where nobody's on it and go rip around and do your donuts and do your stupid shit. Don't do it in a freaking parking lot with children. Walking to the, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Don't be an idiot. Go find some old side road and rip around at 100 miles an hour if you want, like the rest of us did. You know? Some people's children. That switches from dry cough to phlegmy one. It's been trying to shake this one for a week. Aww. And everywhere is sold out of cough medicine right now as well. Like, you cannot get cough medicine to save your life. My family believes in Italian cough medicine, which is a shot of amaretto. Drink enough of those and you'll just pass out and you won't cough anymore. I thought I prepped pretty well. Aww. It's a little chilly, is it? I wonder if there's a way. There's like a setting I need to put on in order to let people at other people in the chat. I've never really participated in a chat on YouTube. Other than on Tatiana's. And I don't speak Ukrainian, so I'm not adding anyone. I'm just like leaving like little heart and like cat emojis with the heart eyes. It's like all I do on her lives, so. Or an empty church parking lot. Yeah, like something, right? Something. Oh, Jägermeister. Oh. For when you feel the need to like burn the back of your throat. Do you guys remember that point in time in the mid to late 2000s when everybody was just doing like shots of Jaeger bombs? Do you remember that? When everybody was doing the Jaeger bombs? Where you drop a shot of Jägermeister into a glass of what was it? Red Bull, and you just chug the whole thing? Do you remember that? How do we not all have heart attacks? That can't be safe. Lady at the bus earlier was in flip-flops. Sometimes I look back at the habits of my 20s and I wonder, how are we all still here? And that Jaeger is actually a laxative. Oh my. Oh yeah, I drank Jaeger bombs one night and I never made that mistake again. I was positively ill. Like unreal ill, like I've never been in my life. Very much live in a college town. Oh, fun. Oh. It's a certain, it was a certain type of guy too that would walk up to the bar and be like, Jaeger bombs, we're all doing Jaeger bombs. Like it's a certain type of guy with his like double popped collar screaming about Jaeger bombs. Straight shots for me. Oh my goodness. Rita, you're hardcore. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was never a good at taking shots kind of a person. I never did well. It wasn't a good scene. It was entertaining, I suppose. It was always an entertaining scene, but I don't know, good is relative, I suppose. You remember the double pop collar, and she claims to be boring, talking about taking straight shots of Jägermeister. I'm so boring. Oh. You know the visual. You know the visual. You know the visual. The double popped collar. The grease gelled hair. Probably takes steroids. You know the ones. You know the ones. Rum chata and fireball. I don't know what rum chata is. Is it a beverage or is it a type of liquor? I've never heard of this. Would still be if I did discover Moscato and hard lemonade. Moscato and hard lemonade. So the getting sick. I've never been able to get drunk though, so the getting sick after has never been an issue. Interesting. Drinking unless I literally can't taste the alcohol. I've found as I've gotten older, See, it depends. It depends what's going on in my life. I could be, well, I don't know. Well, you know, it could be a problem if your friends have a name for your alternative personality that comes out when you're drinking. Mine is named Xtina. And she was last seen at a wedding in 2018. And before that, no one had seen her in about 7-8 years. So she stays hidden. She stays hidden now. She was out quite a bit in my 20s, but she doesn't come out anymore. At $6 a shot, oh my goodness. Absolutely take steroids. You know the type. You know the type. We all know that type. When I say Jaeger bombs, popped collar, greasy gelled hair, probably on steroids, we all have the same visual. I know we do. I know we do. Ever went into bars to nurse a vodka cran and people watch? Do you know what? There was many a night where I was DD and people watched, and that was fun. And there was many a night I would nurse a vodka cran with a splash of orange and people watch. And then every once in a while, Xtina made an appearance, and I still hear about those stories to this day. So she didn't come out often, but what I was told was that she didn't come out often, but when she did, she made sure everybody knew she was out, and she made up for lost time. And thankfully, this was at a time where the cell phone video quality on cell phones was horrendous. So there exists well, I won't say no footage, but very little footage of Xtina to this day. There's a little bit from the wedding in 2018, but that's it. Thankfully. To balance out my double helix with something on the other side. Ooh, you're getting another piercing. Ooh. Oh, the shamrock shake. Oh, the mint chocolate shake from Arby's. I have not tried it. Do you recommend? Do I need to go get one tomorrow? Do you know what, Rita? I was also normally the DD. It was just every now and then when it was time to let loose. I apparently really let loose. Which I guess made it exciting because it didn't happen all the time. Like, I was also usually the DD. So I guess it made it memorable. About 5 tequila. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Marlena, I hear you. The tequila shots. I'm not sure what it is, but Xtina thinks she is really good at drinking tequila shots. Like, fantastically good at drinking tequila shots. And in reality, no one is good at it. No one should be good at that. Alright, so gonna have it. Yeah. Do you know what I find now? I can't drink at all, just with the migraines and stuff, and if just with the bone marrow thing, like, I really, like, even one drink, I feel terrible. Just awful. So I guess it's a good thing I had my fun when I did, because, man, I can't do anything now. You taste Yager and Red Bull for days. And mint shape from Arby's. Oh, I'm so excited to go and try it now. I'm going to go get one tomorrow. I need to pick me up, because today was shite. I need a reset. Maybe that mint shake from Arby's tomorrow will give me the reset that I need. It'll give me the reset that I need to be a whole ass person again. Because the last 2 days, not great, friends. I'm not gonna lie. Not great. Not great. I'm so excited. Oh, I hope it's available in Canada. I don't want to get all excited and then go there tomorrow and then be like, it's only in the US. And I'll be like, curses. 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 It's better than the McDonald's. Jay, please tell me our Arby's up here has it. Please tell me. Tell me. Because I love the McDonald's Shamrock Shake. So if you're telling me that it's better than that one, I am legit excited. I'm legit excited. She would have to carry me home. I ended up carrying her home and putting her in a bed. Oh. Way to get a super comment. We haven't figured out how to do like the thing on the chat in the YouTubes. I don't think you can in the YouTubes. We all haven't gotten the YouTubes completely figured out yet. Unfortunately. Never had friends to drink. I only ever drank with family until the tequila kicked in when Mom was drinking. Then it was bedtime for Scott. Not enough mental bleach. Oh my god. That's funny. I have never seen my mother drunk. I did, however, one time have to pick her up from, she had to get a procedure done on her, like, her esophagus, like she was just like sedated for it, so she couldn't drive, so I had to go pick her up, and it was the weirdest thing. It was hilarious, but she was like, so she was like think about, they had it okay, I'm so excited. I'm totally gonna go tomorrow and get one. So happy for you all having a bad week. I had her first haircut yesterday and oh, I love that. Those first haircuts are they're special. I hope you saved a lock. Did you save a lock? They're so special. I'll get plain to make my hands function again. Oh, I hope so. I hope you get in quick. That would be nice, hey? Whenever someone types a J with a J is a little gray bar. Interesting. Oh, that's nice. So there might be a way to tag people on here. We just haven't figured it out yet. I'm confident we will get it figured out at some point. I'm in OBS. I'm not even on the YouTube, so mine looks... I can't even tell what's going on in the chat. I can read the chat, but it's all... I don't know what's going on. I'm an old lady on YouTube, and I'm just doing my best, and everything's a mess, and it's all good. DJ! Is this Dr. DJ? I'm getting used to everybody's names. Might just be whoever the name belongs to that sees it. Maybe. I don't know. We'll get YouTube's figured out. But yeah, I've never seen my mom drunk before, but I did pick her up when she was sedated, and it was really weird for me because she was being really nice and complimentive, and it was weird. Was not used. She was like, and you're so pretty, and you're so funny, and I was like, who is this woman? This is not my mother. You know how when people say when, like, it's really hard for them when their parent gets dementia because they, like, have no filter and they get really mean and they're just not themselves? I'm like, maybe if my mom gets dementia, she'll be really nice. Maybe she'll be nice. My mom got drunk on Mike's hard lemonade. She drank on until her late 30s. Terrible hang. Aww. Payback. Boopy! Oh, okay. I figured it was Dr. DJ, but I just thought I'd double check just in case. Boopy has made it. Hello. Oh, K-Ran's here too. Look at that. We're still figuring out. We're still figuring out YouTubes. We're still figuring it out, friends. It's okay. We are going to get there. Now, what was I going to do over here? What was I going to do over here? If I just do... just a little border of green I feel like I want. Not sure why, but I know I do. That's not something I'm anxious to repeat. Yeah, I can imagine. Parents being... I'm not holding my breath on my parent not being mean to me when they get older. Nor am I. Nor am I. You know, sometimes that passive aggressive thing is that's just how they communicate. That's all they know. What are you gonna do? Other than just avoid them like the plague. Can't remember how he got home. He was proud of me, and I swear to God, I almost cried. That was like my mom when I had to like drive her home when she was sedated. And she was saying all these nice things to me, and I was like, what the hell? And like I just had no idea what to do. Like, what is this? Why do I last minute to work on my graphic design project that's got to be presented tomorrow? You know, sometimes there's now and there's not now. And now it's now. And every time we're in the now is now, we get angry at ourselves, saying, why do I do this? Why do I have to wait until I am having a nervous breakdown to get anything accomplished? And the answer is the dopamines. The dopamines are firing off right now. Now you got that motivation. Now you got all the motivation in the world, but you only have the motivation if it's like now. And it's frustrating because you want to be able to work on stuff when it's not now, but you can only work on stuff when it's now. I understand this very, very well. It's annoying. I hear you. See, my mom instead of drink. My dad instead of both lightweights. My dad and I got drunk together at the Ren Fair. That would be fun for them, and it's... Oh, yep. Yep. To get me to go on a beer run for them. I was like 15. No, it's now. Now it's now. Yep. Now it's now. Yeah. The adrenaline gives dopamine. Zoom, zoom, zoom! And panic. And tears. And dopamine and panic and tears. Yep. And Kel's starting to go into band instead of going in. Yeah. When the brain can't make dopamine, so it supplements with adrenaline. Oh no. Adrenaline and cortisol. Oh no. Oh no. Why do we do this to ourselves, friends? Answer is we don't. It's just how it is. And we've all figured out how to survive. One day. One day. We won't have to force ourselves to work to get our brains to function in a neurotypical friendly space. One day we'll have a space just for us, my friends. For the neurospicy. Today's not that day, but one day. One day. Those little doses. Hannah, hello! Little doses of adrenaline. Probably why my youngest... Oh my god, you guys. Everyone, say a prayer for me. Eva has figured out. Take a deep breath. Eva has figured out how to make her own Ouija board. Well, I shouldn't say she hasn't figured out how to make one yet, but it is on her radar that she can make a homemade one. It's all over. It's all over. It's all over. Oh, you guys. How long do we give it until I have an open portal to hell in my basement? How long do we give it? A week? 2 weeks? How long do we give it, friends? How long do we give it? Do you know what? We just missed Bluey. Like, because they're tweens, so we just missed the Bluey. We just missed Bluey. Like 3 days. Yes, she's reading this graphic novel right now, and it's called like Seance Tea Party or something. And as far as I can tell, the gist of the book, it's about a girl that got sick and she died in like the 1970s, and she still like haunts her school or something. And so like some of the kids are trying to like talk to her to like help her put her spirit at ease so she can return to the other side or something, I think is the general. Anyways, but in this graphic novel, one of the little kids is talking about making a Ouija board. And Eva came to me and she was like, Mom, the girl in this book is making a Ouija board to talk to the dead girl. And I was like, oh, okay. Immediate internal panic. And she looked at me and she's like, Mom, do you know that you can make your own Ouija board? And I was like, yeah, I don't think that worked really well. I don't think it actually works. And she's like, well, it worked in this book. And then she just walked away, and I was like, shit. Panic. They probably would like Bluey, honestly. I would probably like Bluey, honestly. Mail order holy water, is that a thing? I don't think there's enough holy water in all of the Vatican, honestly. Yeah, it's not a question of letting her at this point. If it's on her radar, it's on her radar. Hmm. I mean, I don't have any intention of letting her build one, but this is also the child that how do I explain this child? How do I explain what I've witnessed in the last decade? Yeah. Yeah. You are not late. I took me freaking an hour just to get Tessa. It took me like an hour to get my webcam figured out, so you're good. You're good. Where Muffin is sleep deprived and basically acts drunk at the sleepover. I need to watch Bluey. Oh, the lipstick. This. How do I even explain this child? This is the child that I couldn't keep pancake syrup in my house anymore because I kept putting it on higher and higher shelves in the pantry. And she was like 18 months old, and I came around the corner, and she is climbed up to the top shelf of the pantry. Um, one hand holding the pantry, one foot on the pantry, the other foot dangling in the air, while the other hand is holding the syrup bottle. And she, like the Pearl Milling Company, like syrup bottle, and she is just chugging it like Super Trooper style, chugging the pancake syrup at like 18 months old. Like, do you remember the white curtains and the blue slime last summer? Like, it just. Yeah. Was not on my life game board path. Maybe gift her one so she does not make one that opens portals. Cecilia, if there is anyone on this planet that could take a toy from Toys R Us and turn it into a portal to hell, it would be my child. It would absolutely be my child. I'm concerned. This is the same child that, like, when she was like 2.5, 3 years old, was telling me about her previous life, and it. Yep. Kung Fu Panda moves for syrup. I had to get rid of all the pancake syrup in my house because she would not leave it. She was endangering herself to get at the pancake syrup. Like, this kid, I can't even with this kid. And you know, I got her a report card today. Joy to have in class, leader in the classroom, an amazing, so good with the other kids, great with children that are younger than her, phenomenal friend, treats everyone kindly with so much respect, joy to have in my classroom. Like, who? Where is this child when she walks through my door? What the hell happens? What the hell happens? Because I can tell you, that child is not the one that lives in my house. That's not the kid I see every day. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that she knows how to act right, and the person that she is out in public is respectable. Just every once in a while, I would dearly love to see that person at home as well. Just once, not all the, just once in a while. I just want to see what it's like. I just want to see what it's like. Always get everything you want. Someone's husband eventually gets it. That's just it. That's just it. And I know I'm her safe person. And I know I take the brunt of everything, and I know that. And I've always been the person that my kids absolutely lose their shit around. I just it's a lot. You guys, tween girls, as it turns out, tween girls are kind of a lot. They're kind of a lot sometimes. It's kind of a lot. Like, I don't want a lime lesson. I just want an ice cream. Oh, I need to watch Bluey. I feel like I would identify. I've seen this clips I've seen of Bluey's mom just trying not to lose her shit. There's been a few clips I've seen where I was like, I'm Bluey's mom. I'm Bluey's mom. Where you're like trying to be like so, positive parenting. I'm not gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna be encouraging. I'm like, I just need everyone to get in their rooms right now because I can feel myself starting to lose it and I don't want to start yelling, and I just need everyone to go to bed because it's 11:45 at night and I haven't had a break today and I just really need everyone to go to their beds, please. And I can just like feel myself like I relate to Bluey's mom. I relate to Bluey's mom. What I have seen, I really relate to Bluey's mom. I have to use the phrase, it's not your fault, Mummy's just overstimulated quite often. Quite often. The joys of parenting when everyone, you, your kids, you're all just neurospicy. I am really excited to watch this show now. It's more sparkles on her while putting glitter on Aw. It sounds so cute. It sounds so cute. Oh, yeah. They do never work, do they? What's your favorite food, children? Oh. Oh. Bingo's dream episode makes me cry every time. Oh, where do you guys watch Bluey? Which streaming platform has Bluey? Or is it just like a YouTube kind of a thing? Where is everyone watching Bluey? Disney Plus? Disney. Okay. Well, I have Disney Plus. I think I need to start watching some Bluey. I feel like Himbo's been trying to get me to... Himbo and Boopy, you guys have been trying to get me to watch Bluey for ages, I feel like. For the legal route, at least. I firmly remember crying while watching Doc McStuffins on more than one occasion. My kids really love Doc McStuffins. Like, a lot. Episodes are only 7 minutes. That's why we all love Bluey. You guys. It's neurospicy friendly. 7-minute episodes. That's why everybody's into Bluey. It's like the perfect length for small children and neurospicy folks. My kids were really into Doc McStuffins. Eva had a little Doc McStuffins doll that she loved, that she took everywhere with her for a while. And as kids do, you know, they go through their phases where they have their like favorite toy or their favorite show that they're watching, and for a hot minute it was Doc McStuffins. And we went for our annual photo with Santa. She would not let go of her Doc McStuffins for the photo, and I was like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. Doc McStuffins is in the photo with you. Like, whatever, I don't care. So we have our little Christmas photo with Santa that year with Doc McStuffins, and I got accused of trying to force my children to be woke by having forcing her to carry around a black doll. And I was like, it's Doc McStuffins. It's her favorite show. Calm down. I vividly remember getting comments about that. I was forcing her to be woke. I was like, she just likes Doc McStuffins. I don't know what to tell you. How about you calm down? As everyone could see, the episodes banned by Disney. Oh yeah, that's right. Is there two episodes that Disney banned? I feel like I remember hearing something about that. Oh. Yeah, we don't have Target. We had Target. Those were dark times. They brought Target up to Canada and then never stocked any of the shelves with anything, and then couldn't figure out why they weren't successful in Canada. And it was like, I don't know, maybe put products on shelf so we can go in and buy them. Maybe do that. It was frustrating. Target in Canada was a bit of a mess. They kind of capitalism sucks. It was kind of messy. It was kind of super messy. They like took over and closed out Zellers and like canceled like all the employees that had like pensions and stuff through Zellers. They like all of those got canceled. It was a whole thing. They said like I don't know, they were gonna honor like they basically took over the Zellers with all the employees, but then they laid all the employees off and didn't honor any of the contracts they had with Zellers, and it was very messy. And so then they forced people to like sign new contracts if they wanted to come and work for Target after working for Zellers for like 30 years or something. I don't know. It was messy. They scammed people out of pensions and stuff. Very messy. And then yeah, like it was the weirdest thing. Like everybody was so excited for Target to come to Canada. Like we were jazzed. So freaking excited. Whenever you go to the States, that's the one thing everybody's excited about. Like, oh my god, we gotta go to Target. And then the shelves were literally like bare. They just never fully stocked anything. There was like very little stuff on the shelves. I don't even know how to explain it. It was like very sparse, bare shelves. And then they were like, oh, nobody was buying anything. We didn't, Canada just didn't want Target, I guess. And then their CEO got like $1 million severance package, multi-million-dollar severance package. And it just feels like the whole thing was a damn scam, quite frankly. Thank you. This is Bring Me the Teal with a top coat of Gold Flake taco, I think. I'm trying to be festive this week. Trying to be festive. Some from a multiverse because vanilla denies it. They often don't have their product on the shelf. It is on a cart or pallet in the middle of the aisle. LOL. It wasn't even that. They like just didn't have enough. I don't know what happened. It's like they just didn't order enough stuff to fill the stores. It was really weird. It was really weird. Because it's not that Canadians were not excited to go shopping at Target. Believe me, we were excited. There was no actual products on shelves for us to buy. It was really bizarre. Or they'd have display models but no product to actually buy. Yeah, it was weird. It was so weird. It was very... At first it was like a lot of like, oh, it's just a soft launch, like we're not technically fully operational in Canada yet, so we don't have all of our inventory yet, but it's coming, it's just a soft launch, blah blah blah, and it just never fully launched. It just never really happened, and we're all like, okay, where's the stuff for me to buy? And they were like, JK, we're leaving. And we were like, no. Sad. Aww. Yeah, this is about as I don't do the artistic stuff like you, but this is about as much as I'll go. My any detail work I do is on eggs. The nails are just kind of... I do pride myself in trying to match my nails for whatever egg I'm working on in the holiday. I do try to do that. I miss Zellers. I know, me too. Remember the Club Cafe? It's like, that's the thing. It was like, everybody was sad that Zellers was closing down, but it was like, okay, well, I guess, it sucks that we're losing Zellers. But at least we have a Target now, and then they took away the Target. Have a good night, Dr. DJ. Sleep well. I felt really bad for the people that got like scammed out of like pensions and stuff. There was some shady stuff that went on there with like people's contracts and stuff. Like they said they were going to take over and then they didn't take over the contracts, and I don't know. It was really messed up and weird, and then just knowing that the CEO got like a multi-million-dollar severance package after all of that was said and done, it really like bothered me. Yeah, now we're left with Walmart. I have like, for ethical reasons, I don't want to shop at Walmart or Amazon, but I have to shop at Walmart or Amazon because it's sort of my only options, like, you support local when you can, but like sometimes you just need like a Target or a Walmart to buy some shit. And you shop at Zellers, and at least I could be like, well, I'm buying Canadian. At least I'm buying Canadian. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond, I saw that. Do you know what? I honestly understand why they're not doing well and needing to pull out of Canada, because in the last probably 3 years, like, yeah, once a year I will go into a Bed Bath & Beyond because I'm looking for a bedspread or a pillow or something. And I'm like, well, you know what? This is the kind of thing that Bed Bath & Beyond will have. And I go in there, and every time without fail, it's like stuff that's like kind of ugly, and it's 3 times the price that it is anywhere else. And I'm just like, no. No. They paid Target to put their competitors out of business. Really? Really? Is that what happened with the whole Zellers Target thing? Because the whole thing was weird. How, like, they came, they half-assed it, they didn't really stock the shelves, and then they immediately pulled out. Because Zellers is sort of like the Canadian version of Walmart, so it would have been Walmart's competitor. Wild. $100 for a duvet cover. Yeah, not even like the stuffing, not even the stuff that goes inside, just the cover. Over $100. And it's ugly. Not really, I'm just guessing. Do you know what, Hannah? Honestly, though, it would make sense. It would make sense because the whole thing was damn weird. It would make sense. It would not surprise me if 30 years from now we learn that that is what happened. It would not surprise me, Hannah. Ah, so in Minnesota as well. I wonder if they're like, I wonder if they're going out of business everywhere. Yeah, well, yeah, especially if you live out in the middle of nowhere. There really is. I remember going to visit my grandma during the summers out in Revelstoke, and like the only thing they had there was the sand store. That was literally it. They had a couple boutique shops because it's a tourist town. And then the sand store, and that was it. Although I got some sweet outfits at that sand store when I was growing up. I got some, what I thought, high fashion looks from that sand store when I was in the 6th grade. Went to junior high and was immediately informed that I was not serving any looks in my purple jeans that were not Guess, that were not Calvin Klein. Was informed that I was not, in fact, a fashionista, but in my head, that summer shopping at that sand store, I thought I looked amazing. I know, right? Sand store was amazing. And then you gotta buy, I know, and the pillowcases themselves are like freaking $75 for 2 pillowcases. Like, what? Like, oh, I can't imagine why they're going under. Remember me when a white guy picks apart the conspiracy on a podcast. I also got amazing shoes from the sand store. I'm glad I'm not the only person that has fond memories of that sand store. I haven't seen, I'm assuming they are no longer around. I haven't seen a sand store in ages. I'm assuming they are no more. But oh my god, that store holds a special place in my heart. Colorful corduroy. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I have been in a thick thighs save lives situation since grade 7. So corduroy has never done well for me. I feel like I had some corduroy when I was like a little kid because it was the 80s. But I have not been able to enjoy corduroy for a long time. Sounds where I bought my very first pair of heels. Oh, I'm sure I did as well. I'm sure I did. I bought a few things at that sand store. I'm pretty sure one of my first bras came from the sand store as well, to be honest. Memories from the corners of my mind. I don't know, maybe because it was that we always went shopping at the one in Revelstoke and it was a small town, so I don't know, maybe I felt like a big fish in a little pond, maybe, but something about shopping at that sand store, I just always felt like I looked like $1 million when I tried on clothes at that. I wish I could have retained that confidence into my adulthood, the way I felt in that sand store change room. I never felt in a change room ever again. I wish I could have retained that confidence. I felt like a badass. They had such a selection. Such a random store. Wow, you finished it? That's amazing. Good for you. I say as I look here over my 87 UFOs. Amazing. Good for you. That's impressive. That is impressive, my friend. Good for you. May we all be as productive as Emma this week. May we all have some wins. Oh, yeah. I really kicked myself because I was like really in the zone making eggs for teacher's presents at Christmas time. And I made some really beautiful ones, and I was just so focused on getting them finished that I took 0 photos and video footage of them, and I really kick myself. I think it's really helpful to take pictures of like creative stuff that you make. If for no other reason, I mean, for one, it's nice to celebrate and be like, oh, look, I finished, I did a thing, I made a thing. Like, it's nice to have that moment of celebration. But also sometimes you're like, oh, I really liked what I did with that piece. What was it? I remember really liking what I did. And you have no picture to reference back to, and it's kind of heartbreaking. It's kind of heartbreaking a little bit when you have nothing to reference. When you're like, remember, like, oh yeah, I really liked how it turned out. What colors did I use? What pattern did I use? And it's just like, I don't know. It's really helpful sometimes to take photos of your work for no other reason than you have them that you can reference back to. Oh, my phone has decided to kick me off of the YouTubes. It has said that is enough. Go to bed. Alright, I'm going to do my little inner square here and some cross hatching, and then I think I'm going to have to go to bed because I am exhausted. It has been a bit of a day. Ask the teachers to send you pics. I could, but I'd feel weird and too shy. I'm not going to. I'm sure I could, and I'm sure they would, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I just get real weird real quick. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Once people know that, yeah, that's the only thing. Is once people know what you're capable of, they're like, ooh, will you do that for me? Aww. It's crazy how much fabric costs nowadays, hey? Sometimes I feel like I'm never prepared for how much fabric costs. how much like yarn and fabric cost. It just feels insane to me. They really truly have made it so that you do not save any money making your own clothing. It is really like, it is just as much, if not more, to make your own clothing. And that just saddens me so much. I need 2 meters and half-meter pieces. I have no fabrics. I have a pair of old sheets that I saved from, they were the sheets whenever I went and stayed with my grandma. Those were the sheets I slept on when I stayed in BC. And I kept them, and I feel like I want to make something with them, but I'm not sure what. But I'm going to make something. Okay, friends. I didn't even get to this guy tonight. That's okay. I think I'm going to have to go to bed. Because I am falling asleep. I cannot make it very long awake anymore. You know, when I turned 40 at the end of March last year, I felt like exactly the same, and everybody was like, "Oh, you're 40 now, that's so exciting." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever, like, cool, I like 40, it's fine." And I felt no different. I was like, whatever. But you guys, 40 found me in the last year. 40 has found me. Like, I am definitely feeling 40. I didn't feel 40 last year when I turned 40. I am sure as hell feeling 40 now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you really have to, in order to make it, like, financially worth it, you really do have to just thrift, like, tablecloths, curtains, whatever, and make clothes out of them. Like, it really... Letting me make them a new blanket. Aww. Aww. It would be, you know what would be so cute? I've seen people, like, take, actually, a girl that I used to work with, her mom kept, like, her ratted, falling apart baby blanket, and, like, kept, like, a bunch of her pajamas and stuff from when she was a kid growing up, and she turned all of them into different little, squares on this quilt. It was really cute. Like, it was a brand new quilt, but it had, like, little patches of, like, her old pajamas and her old blanket, and it was, like, really sweet. And it was really pretty, too. It was really nice. So it's sort of like she has her old blanket still, and she has, like, all of these, like, you know, her favorite pajamas. And I think there was, like, other items, like a favorite t-shirt or something, like other things that were favorites from when she was a kid growing up. And they all got turned into little fabric squares on this quilt. And I just thought, like, that is so cute. The peasants down here scrounging for scraps. It does feel like that. It does feel like that. I saw, there's that one, this girl, she escaped from North Korea a few years ago. She must be doing, like, she must have a book or something coming out, because she's been doing, like, I've seen lots of interviews and stuff with her lately. And she was talking about the first time that she read Hunger Games. She was like, oh yeah, somebody wrote a book about North Korea, because apparently that's what it's like. There's, like, the capital, and that's where all the wealthy people are. They control everything, and everyone else is just starving. And I was just like, wow. And then I thought, I wonder how long we have left until the rest of the world is like this also. Swanson's Fabrics. Okay, I feel like I've heard about this before. Everything is $4 a yard. They ship. It's all donated from other people's stash. I feel like I've heard make the rich into clothes. Yeah, I feel... I don't know if I'd want to wear Bezos's clothes. Bezor! Bezor! Make Bezor into a hat. Yeah, I've heard... Yeah, doesn't she have, like, fabric and wool, I feel like? I feel like I've seen a TikTok or something about this, or a YouTube short on her. I need to look into that. Oh, do you ever watch, I think it's Gunnar Deathridge? That he'll do that. He'll go into, like, the garment district in LA and get, like, $10 worth of fabric and make, like, a complete ball gown. Like, beautiful. Beautiful. Like, gorgeous dresses out of it. They're wild. Fabric and yarn, yeah. That's what I meant. When I said wool, I meant yarn. All right. I need to go to bed. I need to go to bed. I need to learn how to crochet. I need to learn how to work my grandmother's sewing machine that's been sitting... I got it serviced a year and a half ago, and it's just been sitting there staring at me. I have all this yarn sitting there staring at me. I need to do a few things, friends. The buy by weight places. Yes. Yeah. He is so talented. I love watching his stuff. I love watching his like whole YouTube. I love watching his stuff. It makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. I love seeing talented people do, like, cool things. That's the one good thing. Like, is for all the terrible things about the internet, I do love that I'm able to just to watch talented people make cool things. That is my favorite part of the internet. It'll happen. It'll happen eventually. One of these days. One of these days. When I don't have children opening portals to hell in my basement, I'm sure I'll learn to sew. Okay. He's also size inclusive. Yeah, and he makes dresses for, like, and he has models of all kinds of, like, shapes and body sizes, and I love that too. We love inclusion. We love inclusion. Makes me happy. Okay. I'm yawning so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, friends. I think I'm going to have to bid you adieu before I fall asleep on stream. Thank you for joining me and spending some time with me tonight. I will be on the Twitchy Witches tomorrow for Tarot Tuesday. Those of us that are having a little bit of a rough week, let's hope that it improves. Let's hope the cards are not too spicy tomorrow night, but I am not going to hold my breath on that one. But, yeah. Have a lovely, lovely evening. If it is evening. If not, have a good rest of your day. I shall see you on the Twitchy Witches tomorrow and Thursday, and I will be on the Tiki Talks on Friday. Have a good night, phone friends. Bye.